Now, we just talked about assessing school and student needs, and now we're going to talk a little bit about how to actually do that. And you can see on this slide that there are a lot of different ways that a student can work to see what the needs are in the school. The first one is just developing a basic needs and assets list. With students, they can create a whole list of the positive and negative things about the school. What are the issues they see? What are some of the challenges that they see being faced in the school? And they can develop a T-chart and list out those needs and assets. The next means of assessing needs is called a walkabout, which is an Aboriginal tradition. A walkabout involves the students taking a walk around the school and recording their observations about what is seen, what is heard, even what they smell. The next way that we can assess needs is through a media search. And this is very, very popular, especially with students. They want to go automatically to the internet to do research on what is going on. But it's also important for them to have an opportunity to scan the newspapers. Are there any stories in the newspaper about what's going on at school? Do they hear anything on the radio or see anything on television about their school? What is going on? And a media search is a wonderful way for them to find out what is going on based on the community perspective. The next thing that they can do is develop a map including points of interest and concern and about looking at the locations of important resources within the school. They can map the school physically on paper, or they can even use technology in this step. Use a GPS system and find out what are the important parts of my school. Next, this is very popular too, is creating and developing a survey. What could be more fun for students than going out and talking with their peers and other teachers about what they think about the needs and issues are in the community, in the school? It really helps students gain a better understanding of the issues based on the perspective of their peers and the teachers and the staff at the school. Interviews also work by giving students an opportunity to go out and determine what other people feel are the needs and assets of the school. I just told you a little bit about a walkabout. Now, a walkabout is a wonderful way for students to really get out of the physical classroom and see what's going on in the school. And I've given you an example here of a chart that your students can develop. You can use this as a handout, give it to your students, break them into small groups, and send them out on short walks to go around the school, inside the school and maybe outside in the school campus, and list the positive things that they see about the school. Just a list of assets. And then they can also look at the things that they think about their school that could be improved. What are some of the needs, some of the challenges? And they can write these on the handout and bring them back to the classroom for further discussion. Next, we're going to talk about focus groups. On slide 16, you can see that there's a comparison here of surveys, focus groups, and interviews. Now you can see that you can do them with different types of populations. For example, surveys are done with a wide cross-section of people. You'd like students to get a real perspective from different types of people within the school. Maybe the school administrators, the school lunchroom staff, the janitors, the teachers. You'd really like to know what's going on if you do a survey, so you need a wide cross-section of people. If you're doing a focus group, however, you can see that you're going to have a small group discussion. And interviews, we all know, are a one-on-one conversation between the students and the person that they've chosen to interview. Now, if the types of questions that have to be developed are different also. For example, in a survey, you'd like to do multiple choice questions, have the students develop ratings or rankings, and the questions to be